Dharma Bites is brought to you by Free Buddhist Audio, the Dharma for your life. Our work is funded entirely by donations from our generous listeners. If you would like to help us keep this free, make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. Thank you, and happy listening.
What I interpret from this core message of the Middle Way is that we have to engage and carry on to the path the whole of our experience. So rather than being addictively pursuing certain aspects of it, we are actually trying to carry the whole of ourselves onto the path. The teaching is suggesting that it's unprofitable to attempt to divide our living experience into discrete opposites. And we do this, as you know, through judgment, and then we may spend endless amounts of energy trying to juggle to conform to and bolster some aspects of our experience, whilst denying other parts of our experience that we don't want, that we resist, in the hope that in some way we can use our particular addiction to fix our life. So these views around what we want and don't want, trying to discover those, is not a simple process. Sangharakshita describes this development of wisdom as a process of turning small glimpses of insight that appear like lightning flashes in a night sky, briefly illuminating our experience. And the Middle Way, the means to turn these small flashes of insight, of illumination, into a sustained knowing that returns us to this clear blue sky of wisdom. So this knowing of open, clear sky helps us see through the conditioned nature of all views. And all views are creating apparent opposites, contradictions, differences, and polarities within ourselves and relation to others and the world around us. So this beautiful process of dissolving or seeing through our restricted views that bind us to suffering is the aim and the culmination of the whole path. So I think because of that, right at the outset of this series, I really want to stress how important wisdom or insight is for Buddhist practice, to place it in its rightful aspect, position on the path. So whether or not it's described as a threefold or an eightfold path, it's clear that wisdom is the central means to arrive at the heart of what it is to live our potential as human beings and bring an end to suffering. I think this is really important, that we are clear that this is the stated goal of Buddhist practice. The goal is to end suffering. So the Dharma really is not about achieving and maintaining happy and calm human states as ends in themselves. The goal is also nothing to do with just developing higher states of consciousness as ends in themselves. These might be useful stages or fruits of practice, but if we set out to pursue these particular states of mind, these particular states of consciousness as goals in themselves, we risk losing sight of this majestic vision of the Buddha that is offering us true liberation through a deep, direct seeing into the nature of the undivided life. And this is really the beauty of the Middle Way, that avoids splitting and ultimately is carrying us beyond all views.
We hope you enjoyed today's Dharma Bite. Please help us keep this free. Make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. And thank you.